Welcome back, everyone, to Blast Process 2. We're following up World of Illusion as part of our Toon block with Castle of Illusion by berlindude1, whom you might recognize, who's done quite a few runs already, and I believe this is his last run of the marathon.
Yeah, it's the night run for the berlindude1 here in Germany already. Evening, almost night. I'm glad to be again here online and helping and showing this wonderful game, Castle of Illusion, for the Sega Genesis. So yeah, since we have right now the Toon block, like I said, another Toon game. Everybody knows Mickey Mouse, and cute game, but unforgivable sometimes. So whenever you want, we can start. The world record run is actually 17 minutes, I think in 18 seconds or 17 seconds, but held by Mr. 007. He would be actually racing me right now, but since in Australia it's right now in the middle of the night and he has to stand up at 5, he cannot join the race, so it's just a solo individual run. So yeah, we wanted to make revenge for the blast the process, but unfortunately he's not available, so perhaps next time.
So whenever you're ready, do you want to count down?
Would be nice to have a countdown. I just go right now into the menu and we should be fine. Whenever you want, you can start the countdown and we can start the run. Do it as you want.
Alright, I'll count you down from 3, so 3, 2, 1, go. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, thank you. So we are entering Castle of Illusion, where Mickey Mouse Minnie has been brought away from Miserable. And the bad Miserable wants to get the prettiness of Minnie Mouse, so since she's jealous about that, she took her away in the time when Mickey and Minnie had a wonderful day in the forest. So Mickey followed Miserable and found that Castle of Illusion, and behind the doors there are always different words what we have to do in an order, so there's not like you can do whatever door you want. You always do it in a special order, like the game gives you. It's an automatic feat. And we are here in the Forest of Illusion, just called the Forest. Down on the left you see the power. If Mickey has not any more power, we are actually dying. We always get a refill of the power, and we are skipping here that kind of part with these butterflies to be faster. We have a big apple behind us. Every time when we go into the exit, we get, and again, 3 powers back, so we can always use damage boosts and everything, how much we want. And yeah, very cute game, nice to play casually, a little bit forgivable actually in many parts. And like I said, now I have like 1 power, but since I just go into the exit, I get more powers back. And kind of an introduction level. Important thing to understand and to know is that Mickey has some mechanics. And here actually the way is to go over that on the top, but in the American version you can actually jump over that since it's not the biggest one. In the Japanese version you cannot jump over that kind of big pit because the pit is actually too big, so it's only possible in the US version. And you can collect marbles or apples. In the end you try to lose them because every marble or apple gets you extra points. Also you want to bring yourself down to 1 HP. You have to hit every boss 5 times. One boss actually 6 times later. But you bring down your HP by getting a damage boost on the boss. So you are ending up with the minimum of power, what is 1 HP, and no marbles or apples, so the bonus screen is actually the shortest what it can be. And this is the first level. Oh, you're disappointed. I'm sorry. It's only the Genesis version. No, it's actually the Master System version is also very close to the Genesis version, but the graphics are definitely better for that one. but yeah, people have some nostalgia with Sega Master System or Genesis version. It's one of the games what had been on different consoles ported and had actually, like we already just found out, an HD version from 2013 called Castle of Illusion HD, and really nice version, definitely recommend to play it. And here, for example, in that level, we have the exit directly in the beginning, but instead of going to the exit, we have to collect the key. So we have to go until the top to get the key. And using some skips here and there, you know, just always watch your HP and try not to lose the momentum here. And just use these guys to damage up. Like I already mentioned, not so hard that game, but still has some things like if you just lose your momentums right now, I have just 1 HP, so I better wait. There's one more guy coming, and we get the key, we go into the exit, and then we have again 3 HP. So yeah, this game was rooted really hard from Mr. 007, the actual world record holder in this game. He found a lot of skips and things to do, and yeah, he brought the time down to 17 minutes, and I think, don't lie, berlindude, I think it's 18 seconds, I'm not sure correctly, could be also 12. So he brought it really down. Before he started to play it, it was a world record of 17 minutes and let me think, 42 or 43 seconds before he started. And then, like with his routing, he brought it really down, like by 30 seconds. And always wants somebody to compete with him. But yeah, bringing my time is actually my PB is 17 minutes and 55 seconds. And to compete with the world record holder is actually not so easy as you think. So I would be just happy to one day bring it a little bit more down. So, yeah, just going forward, we are in the toilet actually. Skipping here things in there, using our lovely bot just to go forward. If we are touching these things, these direction things, we actually would change the level from top to bottom, but that would also take more time. So you actually don't do that. You just try just to not touch it. Like I already mentioned, you just try to avoid it. And actually the idea is to finish the level with with 3 power. Since we are just right now losing everything, we just finish with we want to finish actually with 5. Sorry, I was a bit focusing right now. So when you have like 5 power, you can actually damage boost this boss a little bit and save some time. But even without that damage boost, you still are not so slow. You actually have to jump on these jumping platforms to hit him. You can also go actually down under him. He can jump twice or 3 times the Jack in the Box. You will see the damage boost making me in the last 2 hits. It's now like hit number 3, so it's a good pattern. You can jump twice or 3 times. He did 2 times the 2 jump and 1 time the 3 jump. This number 4 is also a 2-1, so this is actually the fastest way, and we are using that 4 times that damage boost to speed up a little bit, and we had a really nice pattern with 4 times the 2 jump and only 1 time a 3 jump. So really nice. So we are going to the Dark Forest. Dark Forest, why? Because yeah, forest who's looking dark, or what is looking dark? As a casual player, you don't actually know here in that level what to do and where to go, because you have to actually find the exit in a special part. And as a casual player, you are really going around in these holes and trying to find the exit. As speedrunner and knowing the game, of course you know what to do and where to go. But yeah, in a casual way you definitely don't know where to go on the ground and which exit to use. This is here actually the exit to going out of the level. You would always go forward and backwards as a casual player because you don't know which one. In this level, for example, there are some things what instant kill you. There will be kind of waterfall things coming from the top, and when they touch you, you would actually instant kill. So there's actually no really so much damage boosting here. First one is coming right now. If you would touch this, you would be directly dead. Doesn't matter how much HP you have. What you actually can do here in this level is a kind of a funny skip. You're just jumping over that waterfall. Don't know how this works, but it works. And again, like if you touch the waterfall, it doesn't matter how much HP you have, you just lose all your life. And just getting now to an RNG element in this game, the waterfall, the river. The river can go quickly up or short up, it's RNG. If we have good RNG, the river after the first one, what we are rivering right now, is going late up and we can make the next cycle. So let's see what the RNG is doing. That's a long pattern, so we can actually pass, what is kind of cool. Another long, we should make it. No. So you see, if you're not fast enough, you actually get pushed back, and then you just have to wait. So it's kind of an RNG thing. You can actually wait as you want, but yeah. Biggest problem is, of course, you don't know how long this goes up and down, like if it goes quickly up or not. And like I already mentioned, it's an RNG thing or global timer thing, nobody knows. And here you fight these guys. Normally I hit them, didn't hit them. Hello? Well, 3 more to go. Let's try to hit them all. Gotta catch them all. 1 more, and then we are out of this level. Okay, we just used the damage boost, it's fine, not a big deal. Since you already saw right now, in the end of every level we are collecting diamonds or stones. The Chaos Emeralds, people say. Not really, but we have to collect 7 jewels in different colors to make a rainbow bridge later. After 4 levels they decided to put every time 2 jewels into the levels, because I think they don't have any more space of game of different levels, and they just put 2 jewels into one instead of just, you know, using more levels. So the game went out shorter than it should be, but as the game goes, you know, like now we are just using here, going into the bottle, the mid bottle, and just jumping on platforms. That is actually not intended. I even used the jumping button, he didn't want to do it. As you know, there can be some input problems in some classic games. So that damage boost was actually not intended. That means we cannot actually damage boost in the end. But it's not a big deal, we are not losing so much time. We just have to wait in the last bridge. So we can actually use here a damage boost to go on that. And then we are just waiting, because we only have 1 HP, go to the exit and collect the next gem. It's called gem, not jewel, but as you want, can be called jewel or gem. And now we are just going into the end of the level, flying around. We are here kind of in a big house, and using the enemies to go up, mostly. There are even books who want to hit us. Better not getting a hit right now. So better losing some seconds if you are losing your momentum. And here you can actually jump into these things for coffee or for tea, but you only would get some diamonds and things what are not important for a speedrunner, so we actually skip that part. And we are going to the last boss. To the next boss, not the last boss, that boss of that area. As always, the same pattern. First in the left, then the second one, then the last one, then the first one again. And I'm just using a damage boost because we have time. Then this one, then the first one again, and then he's dead. Using the damage boost, and thank you very much, we are out of this level. Now comes the Dark Castle, hardest part, also some skips in the end, hopefully I get them, where we skip some parts just to be faster on the top. Fighting one more guy before we are fighting Miserable, the end boss, and then the game will be done. So, like I said, last castle part, tricky here and there, and like I already mentioned, some skips in the end of the last part of this area, what Mr. 007 found out. You wonder perhaps why I'm jumping, because jumping makes the momentum faster, so Mickey is actually jumping to save some frames, what will be seconds around the whole run. Here it's better just to walk, but you know, most of the time Mickey is just jumping small jumps, and we try to not get hit. Well, we got hit, it's fine, we should be still fine, hopefully nobody's hitting us. Good, my heart was bumping, everything is fine. And there are a lot of instant kill things here, like a purple thing here. If we would touch that, we would be instant death. So yeah, we are just running behind that. You can actually damage boost over that, but it's always better, of course, with 2 HP not to risk too much. We are using here a different way to climb by just making an inside-outside jump. Going here into the next part, jumping on the platforms, and yeah, like I said, don't fall into that. He is coming one out, you're hitting them, and in the end there are bats. You can actually avoid them by jumping up and then just let the one pass. So even with 1 HP you should be fine. The next gem on the route, and there's only one more gem in front of us with 2 more parts. The one part here is just knowing which way. It's like guess what we have to do, top and bottom. There will be coming enemies behind us, fishes, what the developers want to make you scare away and trying to do something weird so we get hit. But you just go and don't care about these enemies and just go. And now comes the skip part, last really hard part before we are going to the end boss part. And I hope I get the skips, so it will be a little bit more quiet. So we hopefully get to see some cool skips in that one. This is skip number 1. This is skip number 2. We got both. Very happy that I could show it in a marathon, it's not easy. And we are just entering the bus. Both happened, it's a one-time shot. Really happy that I showed it off, because last time I didn't show it off. This guy actually can block himself. If he's smiling at you, you can actually attack him. If he's not doing it, you cannot attack him. He's jumping. Just be near to him, let him attack you, and all should be fine. I think one more hit and he's dead. One more hit and he's dead. Okay, we did everything fine. We got the skips. I'm happy that I could show it off. Now comes just a cutscene, an unskippable cutscene. And then we are just fighting Miserable, hitting her 5 times. And then we are done with this game. Last boss fight should be actually not the hardest one, but you never know. She can spawn in 4 different positions, on the top, on the ground, on the left, or on the right. It's another global timer thing, I guess. We just put the rainbow bridge right now to enter that last fight and fight Miserable to get back Minnie Mouse, who is in the background and tries to scream at Mickey that she wants to go out. So, first hit is always for free because she always starts there. Everything else is just random right now. She can move to the left, to the right, wherever she wants. On the top is actually not bad, because it's an easy hit. This is number 2. Time stops in the moment when we had the hit number 5. This is now coming hit number 3. Oh, we had really luck right now with where she's spawning. So there's 2 more hits to go, and like I said, hit number 5 is actually time. Number 4 is on the top again. And we were coming close to the end. 1 more hit to go to finish that run. Let's see where she's spawning. Right next to me. And timer will be now. Good time. For a marathon, definitely not bad.
Yeah, GG, very nice.
Sub 19 is good for a marathon. Especially when you have the pressure and not the reset situation. And now we have a cutscene what nobody can explain. We changed Miserable into a mouse and she's helping us now. So Mickey and Minnie get escaped together with Miserable. And you see the Castle of Illusion exploding as a firework. And Mickey and Minnie are happy again. Oh, look who's online! Mr. 007. Unlucky, he is not part of that run. He would be definitely a really good race partner, so shoutouts to Mr. 007 joining the chat for sure in the morning. If you want to see somebody really good in this game, just watch him de-rusting this game in the future. And we see Minnie Mouse being very happy and giving Mickey Mouse a kiss, and he's just oh, wonderful ending of that game. Seeing the credits shows everything what the game does, and feel free to play that and speedrun that. It makes fun, definitely.
Well,
So,
thank you. No, you first. Do you want anything else? You have anything else to say?
no, I just want to say it was a pleasure to be part of Blast Off the process. De-rusted all the games in 1 week. 9 games in 1 marathon is really a lot, so I'm happy that I pushed everything on and could finish everything, and I'm very happy that I could be part this time of it with more runs. And I hope everybody enjoys the Blast the Process marathon, because I really like what the guys are doing. So shoutouts to everybody who's helping, and hopefully we bring some people more into the Sega community.
Yes, thank you so much for this run, and man, 9 runs in a row. That we have to check what the record is for most runs in a row in BTP, but thank you so much. We really appreciate all the effort you put into all of those games. And next up on the Tomb Block, we actually seem to have a mini comic book block within the Tomb Block, and we have Faust 4712 running 2 games, Captain America and the Avengers and the Punisher up next, so stay tuned.
Yep, nice. And it worked out with Blast